Good morning, everyone. I am coming to you with an urgent message. Well, it's not really that urgent. I am on a mission this morning to save this antique bed that I saw yesterday. And so when you're looking for antiques, one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that if it sticks with you, you know you should have bought it. Like if you're like, oh my God, I think I need this, that is the universe telling your soul that you need to have communion with this particular object. And so yesterday I saw this beautiful, do I need it? No, I don't need it. But when you're dealing with art, when you're dealing with creativity, you need the love, you need the abundance, you need the connection to whomever created that in your life. So you always need it. But anywho, it's this bed. It's a single bed, twin bed, small little white bed, but it has the most beautiful carvings. It's not even, doesn't even have like the platform or any of that. I have to figure that out. But I woke up, I went to bed last night saying, you need to just stop. You don't need that. And then I woke up this morning, literally, the spirit was like, you need to go buy that and just figure it out. So that is what I'm going to do. Wish me luck. Feels like I'm going to a seedy part of town. But you do what you got. Oh God, you do what you gotta do to get your antiques, people. You do what you gotta do. So this is this really cool place called Vintage, and it's spelled VNTG. Vintage Home. You'll see that Vintage Home. And it's this very cool place, and they have all kinds of great stuff. So. Vintage Home. This is a really cool place. It's called Vintage Home, Live Beautifully. And they have all these, you can see it's like a warehouse. And so you have to have an eye to, find things. But they have lots of cool stuff. And as I said, I found this bed that just said you needed to come home. Like, these are really cool. Those are really cool. And you just have to have an eye to be able to kind of upscale some of this stuff. So as I said, this is cool too, right? Look at that. That's really cool. But this is what I found. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Let me set it right over here. So this is a footboard. Right. That's a footboard. And look at the details in that. Isn't that amazing? It has plastic over it. But look at that. That's beautiful. And then here is the headboard, right? Look at that. Look at those details. Can you imagine? Just all this requires is a little zhuzhing up, and it's going to be beautiful. So you find stuff in these places, and it seems like it could be a little scary, All you have to have is the right eye. So that's what I got, an eye. If you want my eye, call me, DM me. But there's all kind of really cool things in this warehouse that with a little imagination, you don't have to spend a lot of money. And it's a cool place. But it's a bit like an Aladdin's cave. So anywho, I'll tell you about the rest of this when I get it home. When I get these home, they're gonna be cool. So now for what we really wanted to see. This is why I bought this. And I'm gonna tell you how much it cost in a little bit. Look at this detail. Can you see that detail? It is just beautiful. On a bed. Look at that cherub. Let's see, maybe you can get in a little closer. Let's see if it'll. There we go. You see that detail on that cherub? And look at this little baby. Look at that. I can't believe it. I saw this and I was like, wow. It's a whole little scene, and I love stuff like that. And then you have, look at that. Look at the detail. Look at the detail. And that little rose. Then you pull out, get the whole bed situation. And it's all over here. Look at that. So this is the footboard right here, right? This is the footboard. And then we go up to the headboard. So let's just go in a little closer. Look at that. Look at that. That detail. So pull this back. You see the symmetry. And then I'm gonna step back fully. So yeah, this is gonna be something special once we get it together. It is going to be absolutely beautiful. So this actually cost me, you're not gonna believe it. You are not gonna believe it. This cost me $50. Yes, 50 US dollars. And let me tell you why it's so important to buy antiques. First of all, there's a whole sustainability, issue, right? But also, people think that you have to be rich to live in beauty. Especially if you like creativity, if you like art and antiques, I think you have to be rich. What this is, I guarantee you, people saw this and just kept walking by. The young woman who worked at the store, she said, this has been there for like a couple years, just sitting there. So what it is, people don't know what they're looking at. And I will tell you, so I spent $50. I believe with, I don't know, maybe a couple $100 to get a carpenter to get a bed frame. I'm also going to see if I can just get one online, and if it works, like a metal bed frame. I'm not 100% sure because it is an older piece. Now, I don't know how old this is. This could be like 1940s repro, which if it is, it's still fine because it's beautiful. But I think it may be a little older. Probably, definitely 19th century. I don't think this is some, because it would be in much frailer condition. But just to have something that has beauty, this is going to go in a guest room. You can just imagine how we decorate around it. And so when someone comes into your home, they're living with a piece of history. So that is why art, antiques, it doesn't take $1 million. It only takes a creative eye. Thank you.